Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends all across the globe today, and welcome back. My name is Leaf, and as always, it is so great to have you guys here. I hope you guys are loving the Europe pack. As of now, it's probably like the Saturday since it came out, and I'm sure you guys are already loving all the useful pieces that are in the pack. It's really amazing. But you know what? All those useful pieces, especially those coaches, those buses, those cars, I guess you could kind of say, all those got me thinking. I miss the big city, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We are going to be making the city animal pack. Now, this one is a little bit of a, let's just say curveball. It's not really based on a certain area of the world. Hell, it's not even based on a certain biome. It's based around cities. And I feel like Planet Zoo could really benefit from a style of DLC kind of like this, both in terms of animals and scenery. But without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into it with the animal pack. This one I'm not really too confident in, so there are a few like oddballs in here, but let's just blow right through them right now. Raccoon. Everyone loves raccoons. Everyone loves those little bandits. I often see these guys pretty often kind of displayed in zoos, and even if we do get kind of like a tropical variant, kind of like the Cozumel Island raccoon, I feel like that'd be a really cool addition as well. Raccoons are really interesting animals as well. They're highly intelligent, and they're extremely versatile in a wide variety of biomes and environments. So I would love to see these little bandits get implemented within the game, as well as the Virginia possum. I often see these guys displayed in zoos as well. They are extremely ugly, but I still love them nonetheless. They are one of the only marsupials found in North America, as well as South America. I think they kind of extend down to there, but they are really freaking awesome creatures too. Plus, they can hang from their tails as well, so I feel like Planet Zoo and the Frontier team would be able to implement them on like the Binturong rig, kind of like how MGR and Giorno did for their mod. I feel like those would be a really cool addition, as well as the red fox, probably the highlight of this pack if this ever were to happen. Please, Frontier, I hope you guys are listening to me, but red foxes are absolutely beautiful. They are extremely iconic. They're probably one of the most identifiable animals in the entire world, besides, like, you know, dogs and cats. But these guys are really cool. They are probably the most found in zoos out of this entire list, and they're just really cute creatures, so I would love to see them in this pack. Moving on from there, we have a little bit of a oddball in here. We have the wild boar. I know boars are often found, you know, sometimes around cities, not even cities, but even suburban neighborhoods. I would definitely love to see them get implemented in some way or another over here. I know a lot of my European friends often opt for boar because they are kind of often found in European zoos. I just think that's kind of wild that zoos have wild boars in the first place, but I would love to see them officially get in because, hey, we always love more pig species in the game, am I right? Now, with that being said, we're going to move on back to another canine. Actually, we have the Coyote. The Coyote is one that actually frequents my neighborhood kind of often. Actually, not too much anymore, but still kind of afraid to let my dog out sometimes. But these guys are pretty cool. They are mostly found in, like, you know, the northern United States. What the hell am I saying? They're found all across the United States. North America is what I was trying to say. They're kind of like the wolf's less threatening younger brother, but they are still not to be messed with either. I feel like they're kind of common in zoos as well. Not really as often as red foxes, but hey, I think they might be a kind of neat addition. Moving on from there, I have a domestic rabbit. Not really sure what species I would go with, but I would say giant Flemish. That's the kind that I often see in zoos because, you know, they're oftentimes pretty big and they're really fluffy too, which makes them adorable. Just getting a Langomorph in the game would be more than anything I could ask for, especially for petting zoos. I feel like this would be like the children's zoo pack, if that makes any sense. Moving on from there, I also have the Mallard Duck. I know we haven't really had any real birds integrated within the DLCs moving forward. I feel like that is good indicator of an aviary pack coming up pretty soon. But hey, who am I to say? I didn't even expect a Europe pack to even happen in the first place, and look at what we had this week. Now, with that being said, I would love to see a Mallard Duck, just as, like, you know, your general city duck. Even having these guys be able to walk out in the wild would be really amazing. And yeah, I just really do love ducks, guys. Who doesn't? Now, moving on from there, I also have the exhibit animal. Excuse the sound while I do move up in my chair. I have the garden snake. Not really anything too crazy, just garden snakes are relatively interesting animals. Well, not really, which makes them perfect for the city pack. But getting these guys in a new habitat box, kind of like based off of a decrepit city, or even like a sidewalk, I feel like that'd be really cool. I feel like the Frontier team could go wild with the decorations in there, and I would absolutely go bonkers for that. Now, with that being said, we're going to move on to the scenery pack. This is the part where I actually feel a lot more passionate in this pack existing. Now, of course, I'm just going to breeze through most of the animals. I have Raccoon, Red Fox, and Mallard Duck. I feel like those guys are, you know, 3 of the most essential animals you would definitely see in a zoo kind of like this. But the last one, I actually have the North American porcupine. I know they're not really too common in zoos all across the world. Well, I know they're common in zoos, but not really too common in cities. I know it doesn't really make much sense. I know Leaf is kind of blabbering on about absolutely nothing right now, but I don't know, I just really do like North American porcupines. I think they're the cutest kind. I don't know, they just always look fluffy, but God knows I'm never going to touch them. Now moving on from there, I also have our exhibit animal for the city pack. It would be the red-eared slider. I know we just got the diamondback terrapin, but red-eared sliders look really cool too. And they're pretty much your ideal pet turtle. So getting these, and like, you know, they're pretty much found in the wild in a lot of places. So getting these guys officially implemented would be really awesome as well. Alternatively, I do have the regular snapping turtle, not the alligator snapping turtle. Those guys are too big. But the regular snapping turtle would be kind of cool as well. Now, where this pack would really shine would be the scenery. Seeing the wonderful props that the Europe pack really did bring us, I would love to see Frontier expand on this whole idea of bringing in new props, new parking lot items, even like, you know, road crossing signs is one that I thought of. You often see these in like kind of relatively nature areas with like, oh, be aware, deer crossing, duck crossing, turtle crossing, and stuff like that. I feel like that'd be the perfect idea to implement within a pack like this. Just more of an emphasis on like that city zoo vibe, if that kind of makes sense. I mean, go watch the lead designer, look at her city zoo, and tell me, would these animals not be perfect for a pack like that? Even like on the outskirts of that zoo, that'd be really awesome as well. Now moving on from there, I would also love to see a lot more wall sets, even like windows and doors. Those are the 2 things that we are lacking extremely in, and I would love to see Frontier give us so much more of these. I feel like windows and doors are often some of the most neglected parts in the game. I don't even think we got too many new ones in the Europe pack, which, you know, we got a lot of awesome props to begin with, but I would definitely love to see a lot more integrated in the future, if that makes sense. Now, with that being said, that is actually pretty much all that I have in here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A little bit of a quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, definitely do let me know your choices right down below in the comments. Definitely leave a like if you agree with me, at least for one of the animals. Hell, listen, I know one of you guys probably wants Red Fox, so you better leave a like. I'm kidding, of course. Love you guys as always, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.